Oh, hello, everyone, at this ridiculous time of day. This is the Sanremo live stream. I'm joined by Maria, I'm joined by Chris, and they are about to announce the winner of Sanremo 2024. Without giving away your favourites, how are you feeling, guys?
Well, I've been better, must say. But
Delirious.
it's okay. We're not sleeping yet, so it's okay.
Oh, I'm so terrified. Anyone that watched the UMK stream earlier knows my clear favourite for this. It needs to win, please. All right, the results are after an ad break for Prips.
While we got the ad break, what were those awards just then?
So the awards were, they always announce special awards in Sanremo. So like it was, I can't remember what they both were, but it was for like, yeah, it was like best musical composition and then another one. I don't know what I apologize, I don't know her name. The older lady won earlier, but Angelina Mango won best musical composition just now. So if she could go home with another award as well, that'd be great. I'm just saying, if she could go home with another one.
I have to say her performance tonight, like, she's amazing anyway, but her performance tonight was another level. Like,
let's hope we get to praise it more, Chris. Let's see to some early comments here. Right, ASMR Nick, good morning. Yes, it's morning. Yes, it is morning. Thank God it's a Sunday. Hello, Cosmic Summers. Hi, Jess. Thank you for well done staying up this late. SP, I really hope Irama wins. Wouldn't hate it. Wouldn't hate Irama.
Oh, finally somebody.
You know what? I'm just happy Irama finally made the second round. Good for him. He finally did it.
Although that was the worst song of him. Like I liked it anyway, but I think his previous songs were much better.
Thank you, Betsy Marnick. The old lady won best lyrics. Okay. Right, we are back. We're back from that brief ad break. Jess, I think we'll answer this question after who we wanted to win potentially and what the results are. Here are the five. We got Angelina Mango, we got Annalisa, we got Irama, we've got Giulia, we've got Gali. I'm gonna warn you guys now. My mood might quickly change depending on these results. I'm gonna warn you all. If I all of a sudden get
this is 10.
Fifth place is Irama in fifth place. Irama,
no.
fifth place.
Oh no, I'm delayed.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Hey, Harry, you commentate because I think you're 10 seconds ahead of me.
I'm really sorry. Yeah, I'm going to have to commentate because I'm 10 seconds ahead. Irama finished in fifth place. In fourth.
Oh, now I have, yeah.
In fourth place. Gali. Okay, so far I think fairly expected. Gali and Irama fourth. This is the top three we probably expected. Yeah. It's just what order. It's what order will these be in? In third place is Annalisa. No. We are down to Clara or Angelina Mango.
Come on,
no.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I think this was the expected top two. I do think this is what was anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who will win. Oh my word.
Oh my Lord.
Yes! Yes! Come on!
She won?
I'm guessing so.
I have such a delay. Did she won?
Angelina won. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Fantastic!
Oh my God!
Yeah, now I see that. Now I see that.
Oh my Lord! Yes, Harry.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
In case you couldn't tell, Angelina Mango has just won Sanremo. Yes.
Are you feeling happy?
I'll be perfectly honest. And we will get to the comments. SP, I love and hate you, because I saw this comment in the chat before my results. It said yes. I was like, unless you are from Napoli, that can only mean one thing. So I was like, oh my gosh, has she actually done it? Okay, calm down.
That was down to the wire. Oh my god.
Oh, she's so happy.
Oh my word. Okay, we will get to our comments, but while we take a breather, let's see the comments. Vincent F, yes. Hannah Lou, Angelina. ASMR Nick, Angelina, yes. Manhanga, yes. Yes, so great. Vincent clapping. Riyadh, yes.
I don't see any no though. Oh no, I see now. Okay.
AM and Alpha, thank God, justice still prevails. Vincent F, brava, Italy. Yes, the mango.
Yeah,
The mango. And you know, just for a bit of contrast, on the ground, what disaster for Italy. You're entitled to your own opinion, but that's la noia. Yeah, I feel like a bit like an Italian or Spanish commentator, just like full of energy, football commentator, full of energy. And yes, mi stemmo, a female has won Sanremo for the first time in 10 years.
Amazing.
2014 last time. That's insane.
Oh it's been 10 years.
Yes, it's been 10 years.
Exactly 10 years.
You thought Sweden was bad before Cornelia and Loreen. Oh, no. Italy. And then I apologize. I'm probably going to butcher your name. Lucia Travasky, thank you so much for joining us. Can someone tell me who won? It was Angelina Mango with the song La Noia. Words I'm so happy to be saying to you all right now. So I'll get on to my thoughts. I think you get the general gist. But Maria, we will come to you. I'm going to take a water.
Take a deep breath, Harry. Take a very deep
That's very Italian name. What do you want?
Sorry. Maria, what are your thoughts on this result this evening?
I'm very happy, actually. I'm very happy. Like, I'm not always like extremely excited like you, Harry, about Sanremo. I think I'm more into another like festivals, national finals. Do not call it national final.
Of course, yeah.
But I'm really, really happy that Angelina won. She's on stage. She's outstanding. Like when I saw her, like my jaw dropped. She's so natural with her gesture and voice, and wow, she's just incredible. So I'm really happy, and maybe that's a female empowerment, but yeah, I'm really happy about that too.
And Chris, you have stayed up as well as all of us. I believe you've messaged saying your dog has just been barely surviving, I believe. Yeah, don't worry. I've probably woken up my parents now just with that celebration, so they'll kill me in the morning. But your thoughts on Angelina Mango and her results?
Like it goes without saying, this like Sanremo 2024 was stacked with so much talent. Like it wasn't. The whole show all week has been absolutely impeccable, and there's so much I could say, but Angelina, she stepped it up another level tonight. They've had to sing every single night from Tuesday, and you'd think like the average singer would be tired. They'll be knackered tonight, but
I think that's just more the time it goes to, Chris. Rather than I think if it was just one night, they'd be knackered at this point.
But like that's the point, is that her performance of La Noia was amazing on night one, and it was even better tonight. And again, it maybe wasn't my favorite in the beginning of Sanremo, but tonight she stepped it up a notch. So she's shown and she's proven tonight why she deserves to represent Italy at Eurovision this year, and I am so happy. Italy, you could be so proud.
So happy. Guys, in the comments, make sure throughout this stream to let us know your thoughts on the result. Other songs, maybe some of your other Sanremo favorites this evening. For those wondering where the main Italian is himself, Samuele, he is in the chat. Havito Angela C. I'm assuming that's some positive stuff. And then he is super sick, sadly. But he's still here, and he is thrilled by the result. Spoiler for coming up this week, he will be my next guest on the podcast. So we will be talking about Italy in very great detail and in very positive way. Ozzy Ozza, thank you for joining us. Just heard who won. I'm so happy. Yes. Absolutely. ASMR Nick saying I think it will be Angelina versus Marina Satti in Mama. Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to see what Marina sends to Malmo. Right, on to my more detailed thoughts rather than just me screaming yes. So, for me, Maria, I'm usually like you. Sanremo's not usually the one national final where I get that invested in. Like, obviously, it's full of fantastic songs, always great quality. But like, usually, I'm like, yeah, I'm happy with the winner, but I'm not fully invested. This year, as soon as I heard Angelina Mango, as soon as I played it like 4,000 times throughout the week, I was like, no, this has to win. This has to win. This performance is incredible. This song is amazing. And it's all just fantastic. And I'm like, yeah, no, there's no negotiation here. This has to win for me. And I'm over the moon. This, for me, I know that this might not be everyone's opinion. I'm not saying you two specifically, but in the comment, this gives me Eurovision winner vibes. There is some magic here, especially in that final 30 seconds, the a cappella bit, and then the power basically saying, yeah, I am here to stay. No, she's not Sophia Cole, but she's saying that in a sense. And yeah, she is selling this so well. For me, this gives me winner vibe. This is in contention to win. This is, I think, this is not an upgrade in a sense, but this is the next step to Mahmood. That style of Dardust, pop, upbeat sound that they hadn't really sent since Mahmood. I know they said Maneskin, but it's a different genre. So this is the new Italy. This is fantastic. It's amazing. And yeah, Hanko. No, wrong comment. Yeah, Hankalu, what do you think? Italy 2025? Yeah, let's go back. We just went there. Let's go back. We're better organization this time, of course. But let's go back. And yes, Vincent, they are big words, but I feel them. I feel those words. I believe that this could do it genuinely. Interesting point here. The Corn, before the announcement of the top 5 and the new votes, Golia had 60%. Oh my word, 60% of the votes. So I guess it's past their bedtime in Naples. You know what? Let's go on to the runner-up actually, because we will discuss Angelina Mango throughout and probably do some predictions on where she will actually finish in Eurovision. I've given me my rough one, but let's go on to some other songs. In particular, let's go on to the top 5. So the second place, obviously, Gaulier. I'd love to tell you what the song's called. I'm really sorry. I can't. It's a song. It's a song in Naples, in Napolitan. So I'm really sorry if I mispronounced that. But So I think it's safe to say that amongst the Eurovision fandom, this was polarizing at best. So Chris, we'll start with you. What were your thoughts on Gioloro's score this evening? I should also say now I'm going to mispronounce his name a few times. I apologize to any. Ziolo, thank you, Riyad. What were your thoughts on him finishing in second this evening?
Yeah, so when Sanremo started this week, he maybe wasn't one of the names that was in the forefront. So he's kind of crept his way up throughout the week. I think all of the attention was mainly on Angelina, Annalisa, and Mahmoud. So I found it interesting that there were other artists coming into the fold and proving themselves. So the fact that this came second, round of applause to him and a great achievement. But I'm happy with tonight's result, and that's from me. For
that's for you for now. We'll come back to you for third place. Maria, on to you. What are your thoughts on this entry?
Well, I have very similar thoughts. Like, good for you. Congratulations. No, honestly, if I have to mm, rank it like from personal point of view and also like Eurovision point of view, although I know that this is not Eurovision national final, it's about Italian music and Italian people, but we are here because of Eurovision, so we're gonna try to do it that way a bit. I don't think that was a top 5 song, honestly, of this evening. I like it. It's not a bad song, don't get me wrong. It's good, well produced, good composition, pretty okay sang for this kind of genre. But I would place him I think 6th or 7th in my ranking, like Eurovision fan journalist ranking. But I also understand why he was so high in the televote, because of the some other things that like the part of the country and the kind of like national vibe, blah blah blah. So it's also very important at Eurovision. We cannot forget about that.
No,
So yeah.
absolutely. Chris, I hate to be a pain. You don't have any headphones nearby because we're getting a little bit of feedback on, I think, on your screen. Yeah, thank you very much. Sorry about that. Just to clarify, actually, because Mol, you have just joined. How have you just joined and not been watching Sanremo? you must be living in like the US or Australia. Fair enough. The winner was Angelina Mango with the song La Noia. So my thoughts on Giole. I will try and pronounce this right every time. So I think it's, as I mentioned before the results came in, depending on the result, my mood was going to change fairly drastically. And it's not just because I'm not a massive fan of the song. I find this song quite mid, personally. I feel like this is a standard 14th place in Sanremo. I really don't see the connection to it from a song perspective. The reason this is frustrating, one of my biggest pet peeves in a national final is when a song does well through factors that aren't the song or the performance. And this had that due to his connection to Naples. Now, look, when it comes to, and I'm partly saying what I would have said had this won, but obviously it's in a slightly different perspective now because he didn't win. I remember last week I was not happy with the Spanish result, and earlier today, if you saw the UMK live, I wasn't. Well, today it's technically yesterday, but you get what I mean. For the Finland result, I wasn't particularly happy with Windows 95 man. Those results, while I look at those results and my opinions through a contest perspective, I do understand the perspective that it's the country sending what they want to send. I completely understand that. I don't necessarily agree with that from a contest perspective, but fair. The difference with Zolia, is, and I could be wrong here. We could get, and there's no way of necessarily knowing this for a fact, but it feels like the Italian public as a whole didn't want Zolia. They didn't want it. The people in Naples did, and but at the end of the day, he got booed during the cover night after the result of that. And reaction around Italy, around the rest of Europe, around the world, no one has this high in their ranking. I'm being, over the top. I'm sure someone in the comments go, I actually have him high. Yeah, I mean overall, very few people have this high in their ranking. So while we can't confirm it was just the Naples vote that got him there, there's a pretty good inference that was the case, and I don't agree with that. I believe it should be purely based on the song. And people from Naples were saying that at the end of the day, people from Naples, you got to understand, people were not loving this song because it was in your language, Napolitano. It was because the song wasn't to the standard of an Angelina Mango, of an Annalisa. It's as simple as that. It wasn't.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Harry. I was just going to say, just from tuning in this week and what Italy have sent in the past to Eurovision, I completely agree with you. Is that Italy in Eurovision and the Italian music scene in general is renowned for being unique, high quality, and so I think maybe Golia was a little bit more generic. That might be respected in other countries if they were to, he was to represent them brilliant, like he would do really well.
Yeah.
But Italy is such a strong country in Eurovision. We've had, in the last few years, they've done it incredibly well. So I think that there was just other competition tonight that deserved to be there more than him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's not a bad song. This is why I was very careful with saying, I don't think people hate the song. At the end of the day, Sanremo was ridiculously strong. It's probably the strongest Sanremo we've had in years. And by Italy's standards, that song was not to the standard. I feel like if that had gone to Eurovision, it would have got like 16th, which for Italy is a disaster. And I'm not even being hyperbolic. Like people in Italy would say that's a disaster. So that's my thoughts on it. I am happy in the nicest way possible to him because I'm happy, good for him. He got second place. I'm happy I'm talking about this from a perspective where he came second. Let's go to a few more comments here because my word, we're on 125 people. The winner's performance must have just finished. Thank you so much for joining us at this point. Fab S, Angelina had to win just for the sake of seeing you that happy. Yes, I agree with you. And then Harry going off here, and I'm here for Angelina. Annalisa, you were worthy contender. Okay. Yeah, Annalisa. We will get on to Annalisa. Some more comments here. Hannibal Disa saying Gali had a better quality choice, but I'm unfortunately, I'd imagine you're saying you're in the minority there. Alien Handwright saying good morning from Australia. It is 11:40 there, and I'm thrilled for Angelina. Finally, a woman won Sanremo. Yes, they did. Jess saying Angelina has the potential to do very well at Eurovision. Yes, absolutely. Claudia saying Forza Angelina. Yes, absolutely. Hannah Hankalu saying South Italy lost all money and still didn't win. Also say Harry is not just about Napoli, not just Napoli is about South Italy. Napoli was capital of South Italy before creating. I'm fully aware that there is political context to the issues with Napoli and the rest of Italy. I can't say I'm a full expert in them, but I've been made aware of them throughout this this week. That being said, I still would prefer. I still would prefer, outside, if you take away politics from music contests. That's my personal preference, and that's where I had issues with him doing so well. Actually, Jess confirmed something that was sort of mentioned earlier, but I think I misunderstood. So apparently in the televote super final, Golia did have 60% of the televotes. So the juries are the ones that made sure that Angelina Mango didn't win. That must have been pretty low score for Golia in the televote. Anymore. Claudia, just to clarify, I am generalizing, obviously, when I say all people from Naples voted for Holia. Obviously, Zolia. Sorry, I mean, in some ways I'm glad he didn't win, so I don't have to mispronounce his name as many. I know how to pronounce Angelina Mango. I don't mean any offense by mispronunciation. Massamia, Forza Angelina, absolutely. And actually, before we get on to third, because we're already 22 minutes in, we've only discussed two songs, we might not have time to discuss this guy. Just want to shout out Jenny Pierce here for saying, so sad for Mahmood, with such a choice, it would have been better for them to start in the semi-finals, would be more fair. How did Mahmood not make top 5? That was an incredible song. I've got no idea.
But maybe they did it on purpose. Sometimes I think like that, because they didn't want him to win again and again.
At the end of
Sanremo, they have like the staging is like kind of like they just want the singer and their song, which I completely respect. But that song "Two to Gold," you could imagine that like on a Eurovision stage with so much more, with a bit more dancers and stuff. So yeah.
Absolutely. And just to clarify, Rex Action, thank you so much for joining us. But why do you have to put this concern into me? Surely, actually, she's definitely going, right? she's gonna say yeah, surely, yeah. Come on, she better win. Please, well, not win. She better say yes. Surely, I can't see why she wouldn't. Right? Yeah. Let's go with yeah. Anyway, let's carry on. Where did Il Volo end up? Thank you, hello, Linda. They came 8th, I want to say. I remember 8th or 7th.
Mate, Sanremo was stacked with Eurovision, just there was so much talent. There was so much Eurovision alumni in tonight's Sanremo. It's amazing.
Incredible. It was like an all-star cast, I think, and that was
absolutely.
Fantastic. Anyway, on to third place, which was, one of the favourites certainly amongst the fans, was Annalisa with Sinceramente. I can see why Samuele hosts these now for pronunciations. Why have they got a Brit to do pronunciations? But oh well. I think it was expected to be in the top 3, potentially expected to be around the third place mark. Chris, what was your thoughts on this song?
So this was my winner. I have fallen in love with this song this week. I've played it every single day in the car wherever I go. So if any other country in Europe would send this song, again, it would be in Italian, but it had everything for a perfect Eurovision song. And although it didn't win this Sanremo, it was impeccable. And Annalisa is an amazing performer. The way she reminded me of Italian Kylie Minogue, like the way she moved on stage and stuff, and the way that she sold it. It just stole my heart. Yeah, I really wanted it to win. I'm not gonna lie, but after Angelina's performance tonight, I'm happy with the result. But yeah, I hope Annalisa comes back for future editions of Sanremo because she's amazing.
She's been there many times, and sadly just come up
I hope
short
she
a
goes
lot.
back again.
Yeah, she's come up short a couple times, sadly. Thank. I love this community for helping me with pronunciation. Sinceramente. Thank you, Riyadh.
Sinceramente.
Half of you are helping me. Half of you are helping me with pronunciations, and the other half is going, "Where's Samuele? We need the better pronunciations, please." Maria,
by the end of this live, we'll be fluent Italian.
That's. You know what? If this live wasn't at 1:52 for my time, then maybe. But I don't think we are quite of the mindset to get the pronunciation right. Quickly, hello, Mr. System 96. Thank you for joining us, Maria. Your thoughts on Annalisa?
Well, actually, that's a very interesting story because the first night I watched Sanremo only the first night and tonight, so only 2 times because of the lack of time and real life waiting for me. And the first night, everybody were like, Annalisa, Annalisa. And I was like, listening to it, watching it, I was like, it's a bit overrated. Like, I don't know what the hype is about. But I knew why it was, because for me, when I listened to the Sanremo songs, and it happened last year, the same exactly thing, and I forgot about it, they're all sounding very similar to me. Like when I hear like 30 songs in a row, because they're all in the same language, obviously, and the orchestra makes it a little bit similar. So for me, it's too much like Italian music in the one place, which is also amazing. But then I was like, no, I'm going to listen to the Annalisa song again, like separately, And when I've heard it separately, I was like, okay, now I understand what they are talking about. So I loved her. I totally loved her. I didn't have a favorite. I was between the female Angelina and Annalisa.
The female A's, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So for me, both
18.
was both was great, to win. But yeah, she's amazing, and I think she will be at Eurovision one day. Maybe not this year, obviously, but I think
there were so many
she
more
will
dance songs. Sorry to interrupt you, Maria. There were so many more dance songs in Sanremo this time.
Yes, yes.
Which I just felt like the variety was amazing this year.
The variety was fantastic. AMRA the third, maybe Annalisa should wait until the 7th Sanremo participation to finally win, just like Sanna Nilsson, who won in Melfest after 7 participation. Maybe it's an omen. Yes.
Keep going, Annalisa.
FJ, sad for Annalisa, my favorite, but happy for Angelina, so much better than Joliet. This culture, long live to southern Italy. Tete saying the way Italy finally served. Mario saying I think La Noia is the best option for ESC because it is well produced by Dardas. He can't do much wrong. He cannot do much wrong. Hello, Chris, who won a good friend of mine. We were watching the stream together, and yes, we did win. We were praying for this result, and it happened. We praised. Yeah, apparently my friend's reaction was the same as mine. Good for them. Oh my gosh. Right. So my thoughts on Annalisa. I think similar to you, Maria. There are moments of real quality here. There's moments where this is just special. But there's also moments where I think this song loses a bit of steam. The chorus goes on too long for me. There's too many quandos. You need to, quando it up a bit quicker, but I don't know. I feel it loses steam a bit there. And at the end of the day, that's the chorus, or at least the pre-chorus. You need that to be the oomph part. It's only really the bit after that the song picks up. I think at that point you lose it a bit. So it's too much. It's not consistent enough throughout. The highs are really high, but I'm not saying the lows are really low, because it's still a good song. But the lows are not high enough to be good enough for a win. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense.
I'm going to respectfully disagree with you there, Harry, but that is just my opinion.
You know what, Chris? Anyone that has disagreed with me on my opinion of Angelina Mango, I have respectfully disagreed with them all week. So I'm used to respectful disagreeing here. So on to fourth place, and that was Gaia. Again, I think I've pronounced that right. Tell me if I'm wrong, comments. Again, I'm going to apologize. I can't remember the song name. But he had the manatee on stage. That's what I know for a fact. I feel like out of the big five, the top five, the big five. Yeah. You got to pick each of the big five have got to pick one of these artists to represent them. The big Gali. Thank you. I feel like out of the top five, Gali was maybe the most unexpected in there. Yeah. But does that necessarily mean he was a bad song to be put in there? Maria, what were your thoughts on Gali?
Oh, honey, I don't even remember the song.
Wonderful. Chris, what was it?
Well, seriously, I was like, who's Gali? Like, I'm sorry, but that speaks, I think,
At the end
Maria,
of the day,
you both.
Wonderful one. You know what? As much as it's slightly harsh, it is an indication on the thoughts. It was fine. It was, it was never going to win. I would have definitely had Mahmood in the top five over this, in terms of a song.
But I think that's what's interesting about this top five, is that it's like it's such an achievement just getting that top five.
Oh, massively.
There were 30 artists competing every night, and even to get into that top five, it would have been an achievement. So the fact that the likes of Mahmood didn't get in, it's crazy, and it's interesting. So
yeah, no, I completely agree. And you know what? Good for him. I believe was it his debut, and it seems like that was his debut in Sanremo. It was definitely the first time he's been in the top five. Someone in the comments, please let us know, was that his debut, or is it or let us know where. Well, if he's competed before, basically. But happy for him to be in a good position. Hanko, another comment. I liked. I even more liked Angelina in La Rodine. Her father's song was beautiful. And oh my gosh, that cover night performance from Angelina.
I think that's why she sealed the deal. Maybe.
Well, she didn't even win that night. That's the thing.
Exactly. But the comments that I saw, everyone was like, Angelina just won. Angelina just won Sanremo. Like, yeah.
It's a fantastic vocalist, and my word, I got goosebumps watching that. Teddy Tete saying they just opened my Eurovision scoreboard app, and Italy is already first with almost 20,000 points. Considering we have songs like Ukraine and Norway this year already, and that is an achievement. Saying this might be the biggest Big Six since 2014. Spain might let it down, but yeah, otherwise it's my opinions on Spain, I'm sure. But otherwise,
yeah. Sorry, I was going to butt in there. Sorry to interrupt you, Harry.
No, go for it.
I was just going to jump in while I remember it, but Eurovision demands a lot from the singers and the artists, with how many jury performances, family shows, rehearsals, and the final that they have. And honestly, Angelina Mango is one of the first artists of this year that I'm convinced that will be able to handle the Eurovision pressure 100%. The fact that she's been able to come back night after night at Sanremo and not only participate, but get better, and her voice sounds better. Like, it's just, again, I'm not a singer, but it's just incredible to me. And I've got the confidence that, I know Italy doesn't have to compete in the semi-finals of Eurovision, but she's got time now. She's got loads of time till May. She can build on that, and I'm convinced that grand final performance is going to be something else.
yes. As long as she definitely is going to say yes. Surely she doesn't seem like the artist that's going to say no.
I mean, that would be
I might cry if
wouldn't it?
I might cry after that reaction I had at the start. If Angelina Mango does,
No, she'll go. She'll
No,
be mama.
She doesn't feel like the kind of artist that would not like Eurovision. She feels like no. And also, Ria, thank you for some context. Her father, sorry, her father passed away in 2004. It was a dedication to him. It was a beautiful dedication to him. Goosebumps moment. At SP, when we're talking about Big Six, let's wait until we see what my country sends Germany in the edge. Germany, listen. I said this in UMK. You pick correctly. You're in the money. You are in contention. And then yes, Hanka, I know. Yes, you know I don't like Zora. That's either from the live last week or the podcast. Either one, check out, please, especially the podcast. Let's go on to the final member of the Big Five, the top five. For flip's sake, you can tell it's late. The top five, and that is Lama with Tuno. This is the fourth time he's competing, and finally, what the hell happened there, Maria?
That was amazing. Do that again.
What's happening?
Are we hallucinating? Who knows?
Chris, I genuinely. Oh my word! No. What?
Shaking.
No, that's just you.
What?
Maria, you are the chosen one.
You are magic. Well, for the first time, oh my word! Chris, we are hallucinating. Something's going wrong here. So this is the fourth time. It's the fourth time Ilama is in Sanremo, and this is the first time he's finally made the second round. I know it's been extended since he last took part 2-5, but he's finally made it 5th place. What are your thoughts on this song, Maria? We'll come to you first. What are your thoughts on Tu No?
Like exactly this hearts. I love Irama, really. Although as I said before, that was his weakest song. I preferred the other songs more, the 3 other songs, but I just love him. He is something on the stage for me, and I'm listening to his music like also outside the Sanremo. So yeah, maybe he was my favorite, but I'm really happy that he made top 5 finally, although he came 5th. So
5th, it's good enough. It's good enough.
Finally there, but on the other end, yeah. But I love you, Irama. If you are listening to this, yeah, I don't know how to do it again.
Magic.
So, yeah.
Vincent F saying Ilamos were second this year. Alina Gurutanu, thank you so much for joining us, and apologies if I mispronounce your name. Lama is amazing, and I love this comment from Teddy. She's Polish. She has PowerPoint effects incorporated into her at birth. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. That really got me.
This could be the best live ever.
I mean, I thought UMK was great earlier. The chaos. This is up there as well. Oh my word, Core, we do agree with you. The show is too long. As long as you're not talking about our live, you're talking about the Sanremo show.
A Eurovox live is never too long.
It's never too long. And trust me, we've done longer than this. Chris, what was your thoughts on Tu No?
On Irama?
Ilama, yeah, Tu No. Yeah, Tu No's his song.
Yeah, I love the performance. Super charismatic. But I think we've had a lot of male ballads for Italy in Eurovision, and although they've been all iconic in their own way, I think it's time. And did you say it's the first female since 2014?
So it's the first one to win Sanremo, but obviously in 2016 they sent a female, but they didn't win Sanremo.
Yeah. So to come back to Eurovision, like again with a female after a while, like again. It's such a statement, and it's such an amazing entry. But back to Rama, super incredible performance, and definitely deserves to be in that top 5 for sure.
Absolutely, and you know what? I'm so thrilled for him. Rama, for me, one of the most consistently good songwriters and performers in Sanremo. My favorite is in 2019 is Ilama. My favorite in 2021 is Ilama. It's weird to say because I know Maneskin won the whole thing, but I still think Ilama was robbed with Colore. Like it's like how he didn't get top 3 in even what are you playing at Italy? Thankfully you've redeemed yourself this year. Well, the juries have anyway. But no. With this song there is This was my second place, but I wouldn't have been mad if this had won, because I don't think there's anything wrong with a raspy male vocal, simple piano, and just pure emotion in the song. There's nothing wrong with that. It's always a timeless formula that works 99% of the time. I think it's fantastic. Love the song. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, ballad of the entire national final season. Sorry, national final season. I know Sanremo isn't a national final, but you get what I mean. Yeah, I think this is amazing. Thrilled. So I was so happy. Second to Angelina Mango winning, my second thing was I want to see Alama in that top 5. I want to see him in that second round. He absolutely deserves it. To be fair, I don't think this is actually his best result, because I'm pretty sure he came 4th in 2022, but they didn't have. It was down to top 3 then, rather than the top 5. So it's technically his second best result, but this will probably mean a little bit more to him. Maybe, we'll see. But Orama, please keep coming back until you eventually go to Eurovision. Please, please. SP saying they think that press... Yay, hearts! It worked! They think the press just hates Orama. I don't know the press personally, so we'll maybe. Elena saying yes, the other Orama songs were better. Even this is also okay. Yeah, I think that's the general vibe. He has his other ones, but yeah, this I think is still very credible. So I feel like before we get on to wrapping up with a closing question, we mentioned Mahmood briefly, but at the end of the day, there were 30 acts this evening. 25, well, 24 we haven't talked about. We talked a bit about Mahmood. Out of the others that didn't make it into that top 5, do you have any honorable mentions that you want to shout out as some of your favorites from this evening?
Yes.
Go for it.
The colors.
Yes. The black. Absolutely love that song.
I love it. Although it is not that good as Italo Disco, but I just like their energy, and how they're having fun on the stage. Although tonight, actually, they seemed a little bit stressed. I don't know, maybe just the pressure and the big night, blah blah. But the colors definitely, and that's something I would love to see at Eurovision from Italy. This kind of funky Italy disco vibe,
How that came? What was it? 16th in the
16th, yeah.
Well, top 10 at least. And just to clarify something, Linda, because we might have confused you earlier. Basically, who will go to Eurovision? Basically, Angelina Mango has first refusal to go to Eurovision. So if she wants to go to Eurovision, she's going. She's going. But in Sanremo, the way it works is you don't have to go to Eurovision. But it's very rare that they say no. I'm pretty sure it's happened once since Italy returned to the contest back in 2016. And I just get the vibe. I've seen Angelina like before. This might be not a great way of viewing this, but I've seen Angelina Mango perform at like clubs. So, I feel like she's the kind of person that would want to do Eurovision. Surely, come on. I can't see her saying no, just for my own sake, please. Did the Colors have Blanca on stage? Sadly, they did not have Blanca on stage. Maybe if they had Blanca on stage, like the music video, then yes, they might have done a bit better. Chris, any honorable mentions for you?
I'm going to give Annalisa one more shout out. Before we dive into this Eurovision season, I just loved her song so much. And before this Sanremo, this week, I've discovered so many more Italian artists that I love and that I'm going to keep on listening to. And Annalisa is one of them. So yeah, love her song. Going to keep listening to it. And I hope she comes back next year.
Amazing. SP saying she even commented on a wee blogs, but comment on a Vox one. So everyone, listen, Italians, everyone tag my reaction to her winning. Everyone tag her, and then see if we can get her to see my reaction. That's the dream.
I don't think there's anything that can top Harry's reaction tonight. So.
No, I don't care. No one's topped that reaction. And then you know what? My honorable mention is the same as two people here: Beep Gaming and Dragon Fighter 1913. Nope, not that one. Hankaloo. Clara was fantastic. How that finished in 24th with what, like, for a Sanremo Giovanni act. She was amazing. Absolutely incredible. It's my third place of this year's Sanremo on my playlist. I love it. I think it's fantastic. Maybe with a bigger artist, maybe an Elodie singing it, we're talking about someone doing a lot better. It's a shame. Clara, please come back. You seem to have fantastic music. Oh yeah, Dragon Fighter. Do you think she wants to go to Eurovision? We hope she wants
You
to
should
go
send
to
the
Eurovision.
hearts.
We want.
You have to send the hearts now.
Please. I think she has to want to go to Eurovision. Please, it's a rule. Even if she doesn't want to go, she has to go. I'm now getting paranoid. This is your fault. Comments. Riyadh saying, aside from Angelina on cover night, Diodato and Jack Soveretti had an amazing performance. I tell you what, it's always fun in Italy to see British artists that I know at the cover night. And Jack Soveretti, fairly. He's not a massive name in the UK, but he's a known name. And I know he's done stuff in Italy as well, so it makes sense that he was there. Hankalu saying Santi Francesco amazing too. So predictions, guys. Let's assume that let's assume Angelina Mango is going to Eurovision because she likely is. She is. Just to clarify, she is. Hang on, just quickly. No, they've already. Sadly, San Marino have already released their 100+ acts for coming up. Anyway, Angelina Mango going to Eurovision. She's already in the final. Doesn't need to worry about that. Not that she would have to anyway. Where is this finishing in Eurovision? We'll start with you, Maria. Where do you see this coming?
Yeah, for now it's really hard to say because we don't have even half of the songs. But from my knowledge of the previous years and what people like, I think it is top 10, 100%, like 1000%. I would place it, I think, between 5th place and 10th place. I don't think it's a top 5. Maybe with a good performance, like something, I think it can be top 5. But for now, 5 till 10, something like this.
Interesting. Chris, your thoughts?
I was going to say 5th place right now. Thinking of Marco Mengoni last year in 4th place. This is incredible. This is like I'm more interested in what she's going to do on the stage in Malmo, because a lot of Italian artists, they don't need much more. They're incredible on their own. They don't need much more for that Eurovision stage. So with what we saw tonight, I'd think definitely top 5 for sure. It's incredible, and it's incredible in Italy's own right, but I don't know if it's the winner yet.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Fair enough. This for me is top 5 minimum. I do not see a world where this is not top 5. This is top 5. And am I going to say that this is the 100% winner, no questions asked? No, that's stupid to do at this stage. We don't even have half the songs. But for me, there are 2 songs so far that have been released which could win Eurovision. I think Ukraine, one of them from last week, and this absolutely is one that can win Eurovision 100%. Like, this gives me Soldi vibes in that sense, and Soldi came second. For me, this is better than Soldi. And on a personal note, even if she doesn't win Eurovision, I think it's going to be. Again, we'll see what other songs happen. This might be the first time Italy's my personal winner at Eurovision. And I think it's going to have to take something really special to knock this off my first, I must say. Let's see some. What's it called? That's it. Comments. Yeah. It's past 2.
Hello.
It can get into the top 5. Franco Giovanni Grande.
Yeah, hats off to everyone who's still up and commenting.
Fair play, my word. Look, at the end of the day, it's a weekend, so maybe people don't have to be up early. I mean, that's definitely the case for me. I don't have to be up early. It's one of my few lions
Can I have
tomorrow.
a question? Can I have a question to you guys? Because I don't want to join the chat now. Where is that song in your personal top right now?
1. It's not even 1. 1.
3.
3.
Mine.
Who's ahead?
This is personal. I love Veronica.
Okay.
Slovenia's Veronica. Yeah. I think this is going to be a moment. Again, similarly to, I'm not comparing it to Italy, but like, it's got like pauses, and I think that's super impactful. Like, it's like you think the song's done and it's not, It's like it just keeps going. Love that one. I'm standing Luxembourg this year. I really hope that they can get a really,
Nice.
really good result. I love Tali and that song Fighter. So yeah, I'll stop
Very, very good entries. You know what? 13 songs in. I think this is shaping up to be a very strong year. Very
Hell
strong year.
yeah.
3 songs released today. I'm happy with 2 of them.
Yeah.
Don's is good.
Harry, what do you think of
No, I like Don's.
Dizzy so far? The 20 seconds that we've
Oh,
heard?
it's too early to say what it is. What's
is.
going to happen with? Look, if it's a first chorus, then has massive potential. If it's not progressing from there, we will see. But that's for another time. Hankalu saying she Angelina can win jury and public vote. What's some other ones here? Matteo. Angelina will go predictable as she predictably said. Yes, it's true. And Alta and Natalia can refuse, but it only happened once due to the age of the group. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, Angelina's 22, so I don't think that's an issue.
Wow.
So I think that's
I'm so old.
Yeah, same.
She's only 2 years older than me.
You are so young, Harry.
Excuse
me. Some love here for Alfa. You know what? You got top 10. Very, very nice entry, I thought, actually, for Alfa. Fair play. Alberto, thank you for joining us. Sound Mediterranean, Arabic, East Europe, Gypsy vibes. Yes, all vibes together that we have not heard. Other ones there. Chris, you got some love from Teddy here. I love Veronica too. I'm such a Raven stan. And you know what? Let's close on this one. Alice Shorts, as an Italian, I thank you guys for what? What do you thank us for?
We thank you as well.
We thank you.
Whatever.
Whatever it is. If you comment in time while I do my outro, like the rest of that message, then feel free. So, guys, that will do it for this evening because it's blimmin' late. We've been going for 50. Sorry. Yeah, here we go. That was a mistake. Thanks for everyone supporting Angelina. Yes, absolutely. I think for one, I am one of the people that supporting Angelina. I am very much in Italian blood for 2024 Eurovision. Thank you so much for staying up. We've had consistently over 100 people. We've even had over 130 people here. The support for the recent lives never goes unnoticed. Trust me, guys. We love you. Always here in the comments. We have to leave. We have to sleep, Teddy. We have to sleep.
I have to wake up at 7.
Yes, Maria's crazy. Chris and I, we can have a line. But guys, before we go, guys, make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever other socials we're on, Facebook. Make sure to like and subscribe on this video. Make sure, in my very biased opinion, to go over to the Spotify and listen to the podcast. A new one obviously will be coming out next week where we'll be discussing amongst Latvia and Finland this very song again, and I will be discussing it, so you know it's going to be positive. And yeah, make sure to make the website your news site for all Eurovision news, and just keep coming back. There's still loads more songs to come. We're not even halfway through the lineup for 2024, and it's just getting started. But my word, nights like these, results like this are so lovely, aren't they? They're so good. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.